Good afternoon, LC people. This F2 came to me yesterday with a bit of a to-do list. It's quite a nice example. He's turning it from an F2 obviously into an N2 because that's what he wanted. I think he's going to do something with a paint scheme. A different red and white on the tank. But it came with a bit of a to-do list. He wanted basically some air in the forks, fit his all speed. Says the bike starts after the third kick and will run, but will not idle. So it was about on the choke. So carburetors wanted looking at. A fuel tap bit. Now, he'd sent me a cap, this thing, but it's not the cap that it needed. The vacuum only works on reserve for some reason. It doesn't work on main. So I said, rather than piss about, just get another tap. Reroute the clutch cable in the correct place. Fit new plugs, new air filter and a brand new ignition. Service the bike, new oil, coolant, check oil pump. That wanted reshimming, it was out. The rear seat lock weren't working, I sorted that out. General check over of the bike. I thought it wanted a rear brake light switch, but the one on it is in the banjo bolt, funnily enough. So, and basically test ride the bike. So the biggest problem I had really was the carburetors. The 1UA carbs, which are Powerjet carbs. And whoever had it in the past, they'd put 240 mains in it, and it should have 185s. I put 190s in it. One of the Pilot Jets was 22.5 and one was a 27.5. They should be both 27.5s. But the needles, the Jet needles were 5K ones, which are 31K and LC. He wanted 5L20s. I had one and I didn't have the other one. So I phoned Alan's Performance, didn't answer the phone. It was sod it. I'm going to get in the car. So I went over there. I'd already phoned one of my mates. He didn't have what I needed. So I sodded off over there to Bingham. They didn't have a 5L20, did they? But they had my Pilot Jet. So I was like, okay. I had a couple of mains that I could put in it. It's got what I put 190s instead of the 185s. It would just be a bit nicer for the all speeds. And I rang one of my mates while I was at Alan's Performance. Big shout out to my mate Trig, Andy Holmes. A lot of you all know who he is. He says, Dave, yeah, I've got one of them. I says, all right, mate. So got from Bingham to his house. By the time I got back, there was a few hours had passed, you can imagine. So I've just finished it. I put it all back together. And to be fair, I'm not going to run it too much because I've run it, but she just sounds amazing. I gave it a bit of a road test and she's, oh man, it pulls. It really pulls well, this bike does. I don't know what it was like before, but he'll be overjoyed with that. I thought it was magnificent. I don't want him to have it back. I say that sometimes about bikes. You know, if I'm impressed with how they run and how they perform, it's like, wow. But no, that's all I can tell you about it. I'll probably do some work on my OC tomorrow. With any luck, I might get Huggy's Speed Shop. My mate Trig might go. He's got a road tester bike that he's done for somebody. But this guy's just got these stickers to put on his mirrors. His old switches in there. I went to see my mate Kev Schofield yesterday afternoon. He supplied me one of these. I've not tested it yet. And that little puppy, which was the only thing I'd missing really. I think the other two things is the wire clamps that go on the top yoke. I've got one of them, but not the other. They only keep the cables sort of tidy from the switchgear. Other than that, that's everything for Dave's LC. But I'll have a look, see what time I've got tomorrow. But I just wanted to spend the day sorting this guy's bike out. He's only at Stafford. He actually lives near the showground there. So I'll probably be catching up with him again later in the year. And that's it. Put some air in the forks. Nothing else left to report. He's got to put his all-speed stickers on, like I say, in his mirrors. Buy a new petrol tap. Well, not worth me messing about with it because I won't have the bits to repair it if something's wrong. But it's weird, it only works the vacuum when you suck on the vacuum hose on reserve, but not on main tank. Very odd, that is. I don't understand it. I've not tried to run it on the main thingy, but I'll tell him, just try it. And if it doesn't have it after that, and I don't think it will, because I tried it manually and it wasn't having it, only on reserve. That's it, nothing else really left to say. But I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Dilly dilly.